G'day everyone, Paul Stoner, CEO Biggin and Scott, joined today by Ed Hobbs, who's joining us as one of the directors of Richmond for Office of the Month in December, which seems such a long time ago.
It does, doesn't it?
So we're almost the end of January now. We're heading into Australia Day weekend. So maybe what we'll touch on is how the end of the year looked and what you guys are doing now. Has anything changed? Is there more stock? Is there more private sales? Are you... Days on market's probably going to be the big one. So how was the end of the year?
Yeah, it was. It was a hustle, and there was a late charge with sales in the final week.
Yeah,
as that deadline of Christmas loomed a bit, and New Year's Eve. I think we sold a couple Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the office New Year's Eve late trying to get something done. It's subject to finance, so fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. I think in the sort of second to third week it was a bit quiet, and then we ended up getting a few across the line right at the end of the month. This year we're looking at doing, I think I touched on it last month, the extra week on an auction campaign.
Yep.
So some feedback last year at the end was buyers just aren't in the position to bid from brokers and so forth, and then they were looking at buying it the week after.
Yep.
So we're doing the 5-week campaign. We're trialling that. That seems to be initially working well, and a couple that we did last year were good.
Yeah.
So
are you being asked more when you're in listing to do private sales than auctions?
From vendors?
Yeah.
They're saying, what method do we do?
Yeah.
And look, traditionally we've been 99% auction.
Yeah.
For the structure and the call to action, but we're now actually saying, how do you feel about the market? Do you have a preference? So we've got to be a little bit mindful now that not to push one method too heavily.
Yeah,
because you might potentially lose it. So
because I think there's an element of, like that email that I sent out last week to you all. They want to know that they've picked the right agent who has a solid database with ready to go buyers.
Sure.
And how can you save me a bit of money marketing wise?
Yeah, value perspective.
Because they feel like they've lost.
Yeah, that's right. Right. So there's got to be, they've got to pull it back somewhere else along the line. I reckon there's a 70% to 30% auction versus private sale split, where it was always like 95-5.
Yeah.
So there's a shift to private sales, but the way to overcome that a little bit is to offer that extra fifth week.
Yeah.
And we're trialling it because the conditions of the day have changed a bit, so we've got to roll with that. And if that doesn't work, we'll try something else. But so far it seems to be.
And reacting to the markets is the big one. So before Christmas, not too many buyers turning up. But
numbers starting slow.
But it seems, the feedback I'm getting just in the last week or so is buyers are there.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of, there is some negative hype out there and stuff. So that can actually in turn invite or generate some better numbers through some opens with buyers trying to get some good value on properties.
Yeah.
If you get 2 or 3 seeing good value, that's when you can have a runaway auction.
Yeah.
So it can roll the other way a little bit.
So the team is obviously getting better on the phones. Again, in that email last week, I said get friendly with the phone because you're going to be spending a lot of time on it.
You need the Apple iPod things.
Yeah, you've all got them now.
Because you can type and you can do things you can write along the way.
Yeah.
I'm sort of a bit sick of doing that. So
there you go. We should get a Biggin and Scott discount on the $220 a pair.
Apple Pods, iPods or something, but they're working well.
Worth all of you thinking about because it's easy. Leaves your hands free.
Yep.
You can start putting stuff directly into your iPad or whatever it may be.
Yeah, notes in the database as you're chatting away.
Yeah, Russell mentioned that. He's mentioned that for the last couple of months. Oh, we got these Apple earpads, earpads or whatever. Yeah. So everybody is honing in on the databases, wanting to know who the really good buyers are. Your hot list would be working well.
Yeah, you need a seller chase list and a buyer chase list. They're 50-50 now.
Yeah.
So anyone who's bidding, second inspections, any offers, underbidders, anyone showing a sniff goes into the hot buyer list.
Yeah. And you've always been good with the listed and sold calls in the streets.
Yeah, streets and complexes.
And people would really be appreciating that at the moment.
I think so, yeah. And everyone's asking how's the market. You get in a bit of patter about how things are travelling and the conditions and the climate and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's anniversaries. I've just been spending this week ringing the January. About 100 a month.
Yeah.
I've got a call through. Some I email if it's an apartment complex, but others if it's a house I'll call them.
Yeah. But
lots of messages through Jan, but they'll in turn come back to you.
Yeah, I'm close to not going out anymore because You go out for dinner and everybody around the table at one stage or another asks
how's the
how's
market? How's the market?
Oh, that's exhausting.
Is that your answer? It's exhausting, or the question?
Just turn on the tape.
You feel like you can hit play a bit,
but it's everybody is concerned is the wrong word. They're asking for general information because they're reading all the negativity.
Yeah, that's right. And they're wondering if what they're reading is actually what's the state of play in reality. It's not as bad as what you read, of course.
No. It doesn't seem to be.
Our office numbers as a whole last year, over 300 sales.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
So, if we can back that up again this year, certainly happy days. So
everyone's back on board except for Russell.
Hey?
Everyone's back on board except for Russell.
Well, it is pre-Australia Day.
Yeah.
Hey? So when we're recording, so you can't expect to be back at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's a way to grow your market share too, because there are agents getting out.
Yeah.
So, you just got to be the most enthusiastic.
Yep.
That's how I sort of built initially my career on that, and a little bit of experience now and track record and stuff like that helps.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just people getting out. It's a way to grow your market share, and it's what's between your ears. I reckon that is your market.
Yeah.
So I had a finance clause fall over today, but I was down for 5 minutes. You got to reset.
That's when I called
you rang me like a minute just after it happened. I'm like but you got to reset. We already had 2 buyers through, 2 contracts already. That was at 9:30 or something this morning. Buyers through at 12:30. And we're ready to sell it again.
Yeah.
No finance calls this time, hopefully. But, you just got to keep pushing, stay positive, and just keep your mind nice and clean.
And that is the market. The deals will come. You've got to be prepared to go to the appointment and...
Face-to-faces, lots of face-to-faces, lots of... I've done properties we didn't sell end of last year. We haven't quite sold yet. I've sat down with them all this week. When I've got back from leave.
So, do you know what the numbers look like at the moment for January, February
listings?
In terms of your listings?
I haven't specifically, but they're reasonably healthy. But there's a little bit of we're going to wait and see the first couple of weeks from some vendors. I've just got one on the way here saying, I'm going to push it back a month.
Yeah,
just want to wait and see. So we just got to have good quality conversations around that.
Well, I tend to agree a little bit with the press on this. It's this start of the market. Get it on as quick as you possibly can because the buyers are there.
Yeah.
Because most of that stock went in December and very early January. It's been cleaned up, so we're in the market now.
There's some fresh new stuff.
Yeah.
We launched a new campaign last Saturday. Good numbers through an offer that was at the top end of the range.
Yep.
So early indicators good.
Yeah. Good homes are still selling.
Hey, we'll remain positive. Absolutely.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Yep. It's good to be back.
Stay on the phones, everybody, because they are your friend, and make those appointments. It's the only way to go in this market. It'll set you up for a successful first quarter.
That it will.
And that's what we expect from you.
All right, very good. I'll get back to it. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.